video series of Mathematics class 10. Dear students, in the previous video we learned how to find out the surface area and volume of the solids like cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, then frustum of cone, sphere, hemisphere, right? In this video we are going to learn a new topic, that is sector of a circle. Okay, so let's learn what do you mean by sector of a circle. So dear students, here you can see a figure, circle with the center O. Okay, now in this circle there is a central angle theta. Central angle is the angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. That is called the central angle. Now here angle AOB, so its vertex is O. And center of the circle is also O. That's why we can say that angle AOB as a central angle. So dear students, here the central angle divides the circular region in two parts. Okay, and each of this part is called sector of a circle. Okay, so due to this central angle, the circular region gets divided in two parts. Now you can see here one part is this shaded and another part is unshaded. So each of this part is called the sector. Okay, so here we can define the sector. Sector is the part of a circle enclosed by two radii. Okay, OA and OB, these are the two radii and they are intersected R. Okay, now here the radii OA and OB intercept the R AB. Okay, so the part of this circle enclosed by these two radii OA and OB and this their intersected R AB. So this part is called the sector of a circle. Okay, so here also, here this remaining unshaded part, that is also the part which is enclosed by this two radii and this is also the R intersected by these two radii. Okay, so this is also the sector of a circle. Okay, so from this we can see that here this part is smaller as compared to this. Okay, so this part or this sector we can call it as the minor sector. Okay, and this part is the major sector. Okay, so in this way, this is the sector of a circle. The part of a circle enclosed by two radii and their intersected arc is called the sector of a circle. Okay. Now let's see how to write the name of the sector. Okay. Now here, as the sector is the part of circle enclosed by two radii and their intersected arc. So here this center O and this R AB. Okay. So this is the sector. But here this is also the sector with the center O and arc AB. So it's not made clear that which sector we are going to consider. Okay, so to make it clear, let's take another point between these 2 points A and B. Okay, similarly here also. Okay, so here to make it clear that which sector we are considering, so we can write the name of sector like this. First write down the name of the center, that is O. Then give the small dash, O dash, then which sector we are considering. So if we are going to consider this minor sector, so we will say here the points are A, X, B. So here sector O dash A, X, B. So this is the minor sector. Okay, and to write the name of major sector, we will say sector O dash A, Y, B. Okay, so in this way we can write the name of the sector. Okay, generally we use these three letters to write the name of R. Okay, so with that just write down the name of sector also. So in this way we can write the name of a sector. Okay, so sector O-AXB is the minor sector and sector O-AYB is the major sector. Okay, so in this way we can write the name of the sectors. Now let's learn how to find out the area of sector. Okay, now here you can see different circles are there. So let's consider the first circle. Here the whole circle is shaded. Okay, so let's find out the area of this whole shaded region. That is nothing but the area of circle. And we are knowing that area of circle is equal to pi r square. Okay, now here in this second figure, the circle gets divided in two equal parts. Okay, so let's find out the area of one part, that is area of semicircle. Okay, so here to get the area of this semicircle or this shaded region which gets divided in two equal parts, the whole circle gets divided in two equal parts. So here the area of each part is nothing but here half of the area of whole circle. Whatever is the area of whole circle, just divided by 2 we get the area of semicircle, that is half of pi r square. Okay, now in this third figure the circle gets divided in 4 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. So here from these 4 parts let's find out the area of each part. So here this part, area of this shaded part, how will we find out that? So as the whole circle is divided in 4 equal parts, that's why we will say the area of this shaded region as pi r square and divided by 4, that is 1 upon 4 into pi r square. Okay, and in this figure the circle gets divided in 6 equal parts. Okay, so the area of this each part or shaded region is nothing but 1 upon 6 pi r square. Okay, whatever is the area of circle just divided by 6 will get the area of one part. And now you can see here this each part is representing a circle. Okay, now if the circle is divided in 8 equal parts, so to get the area of each part what we'll do? Here 1 upon 8 into pi r square, or if 7 parts are there then we'll say 1 upon 7 pi r square. Okay, so here in this way we can find out the area of such a sector. But if the circle is given in this way and here the sector is like this and we want to find out the area of this part, that is this sector, then how to find out? Okay, so here because here we don't know this shaded part is the circle gets divided in how many equal parts, that we don't know. Okay, so here how we can find out the area of this sector? So let's find out the formula to get the area of this sector. Now dear students, to get the area of this sector, let this area, this each area will multiplied by the theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay, theta upon 360 into pi r square. Now what is this theta? Theta is the measure of central angle. Okay, now in this first figure, here we had considered the whole circle. So theta will be the 360 because we are knowing that measure of a circle is 360. So here theta will be 360 upon 360 into pi r square. Okay, so we get only pi r square, right? Now in this case, what will be the theta? Here theta will be, as it is a semicircle, so theta will be 180 degree. Okay, so let's multiply this pi r square by theta upon 360, right? And theta is 180. In this case, the theta is, central angle is 180 because it is a semicircle. Okay, now here 81 by 18 goes up 1 upon 2 pi r square. Okay, so in this way we got the formula. Okay. Now here, to get the area of this quarter part of a circle. Okay. So here whole circle gets divided in 4 equal parts. Okay. It means that the measure of this each central angle is 90 degree. Right. As it is divided in 4 equal parts, that is 360 divided by 4. So we will get the each this central angle as 90 degree. It means that here theta is 90 upon 360 into pi r square. That is 9 ones are 9 fours. So we will get 1 upon 4 pi r square. Right? Same way here also. Here the central angle will be, what will be the theta? Whole circle gets divided in 6 equal parts. It means each angle will be of 360 divided by 6. Okay, that is theta is equal to the 60. Okay, so 60 upon 360 into pi r square. That is 1 upon 6. Right? So in this way, we got a formula to find out the area of sector. Okay. So here, if we are knowing the theta, that is central angle, and radius, we can find out the area of sector. Now in this case, if we are given the measure of central angle, that is theta is given, so easily we can find out the area of this sector. So how we find out the area of sector? So here, suppose here the angle is given 80 degree. Okay. So here to get the area of this sector, we'll say area of the sector theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay. So here if we take the central angle divided by 360 into pi r square, we can find out the area of any sector. Now here if theta is 80 degree, then we'll say, and if radius, if we consider any, then by putting the value of this theta and radius, we can find out the area of any sector. Okay. So dear students, in this way, we got the formula to find out the area of sector. What is the formula? Area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay. So I hope through this activity you understood how we got the formula. Okay. So by using this, area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. You can find out the area of sector. Now let's learn the length of an arc. Okay. So what is meant by length of an arc? So length of an arc is the distance along the curved line making the arc. Okay. Now here arc AB. So to make it clear, let's take one more point between points A and B. So to make the arc AXB. So this curved distance is called the length of an arc. Okay. And this length of an arc is always longer than the straight distance between these two endpoints of the arc. Okay. So length of this arc AXB, which is denoted by small l. Okay. So this length of arc denoted by small l is always greater than the distance between these points, straight distance between points A and B, or we can say it is greater than or longer than the chord AB. Okay. So length of an arc is the distance along the curved line making up the arc. Okay. So in this way, this is the length of arc, and this is also the length of arc. Now dear students, you can see here this length of arc. This is the part of a circumference. Okay. So let's see the formula how to find out the length of this arc. Now let's learn how to find out the length of an arc. Okay. Now here in the first figure, here let's consider the whole length. Okay. Length of this whole arc. That is nothing but the perimeter of a circle, which we are calling it as a circumference. Okay. So here this is length. Length of an arc is nothing but the whole circumference. So here we are knowing that circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so if we are going to consider the whole arc L, okay, then we have to use the formula 2 pi r because it is the circumference only. Okay, so let's consider this first length of this first circle, that is r as a L1. Okay, now here in this case the circle gets divided in two equal parts. Okay, so let's consider this arc. Okay, so this arc is the semicircular arc. So its length will be half of the circumference, right? That is 1/2 into 2 pi r. Okay, so this 2 will get cancelled. So we'll get here length of this arc as pi r. Okay. Now in this case here the whole circumference gets divided in 4 equal parts. Okay. So here L3 is equal to whole circumference, that is 2 pi r, which gets divided in 4 equal parts. That's why divided by 4. So 2 ones are 2 twos are. So we'll get here the length of this arc, quarter arc, as a 1/2 pi r. Now let's see here. Here the circle gets divided in 6 equal parts. So here the whole circumference gets divided in 6 equal parts, and from that we are going to consider this much only. Okay, so let's divide it by 6. So here let's give the number L4 is equal to 1/3 pi r. Okay. Now here this is about the when the circle gets divided in the given equal parts. But if the figure is given like this and we are asked to find out the length of this arc, then how we can find out? Because here we don't know here the circle which is the equal part of this circle. Okay, so that we don't know. So here we cannot write that. But here in this case, if we multiply here, each length is equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Okay, here this each 2 pi r in each figure will multiply this 2 pi r by the ratio theta upon 360. Now for this first circle, what is the theta? Whole circle we had considered here. So theta will be 360. So 360 upon 360, that is into 2 pi r. So we will get only 2 pi r. So length of this arc will be 2 pi r. Okay. Similarly here, theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. What will be the theta here? As it is a semicircular arc. So theta will be 180 degree. So 180 upon 360 into 2 pi r. That is, again 2 will get cancelled, pi r. Right? Same formula we got here. Now here in this case, L3 is equal to theta upon 360. Now what will be the theta here? 360 gets divided in 4 equal parts. So each this angle will be of 90 degree, right? Theta will be 90. So 90 upon 360 into 2 pi r. Okay. So here 9 ones are 9, 4s are 12s are. Okay. So in this way 1/2 pi r. See here, same thing we got here. If we multiply this circumference 2 pi r by theta upon 360. Okay. Here also, if we multiply this 2 pi r by theta upon 360. We will get the same formula. So here circle is divided 6 equal parts. So each this angle will be of 60 degrees. 2 pi r. Okay. So here 6 ones are 6, 6 are 2 ones are 2, 3 are. So we will get 1 upon 3 pi r. Right? So in this way, to get the length of any arc, if we know the theta and radius, this theta if we know and the radius of the circle if we know, then we can find out the length of arc by using the formula. Let's write down the formula. Length of arc is equal to, so what formula we got here? Theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Okay, so here this is the formula to find out the length of arc. Okay, so from the given theta that is central angle and radius, we can find out the length of any arc. Okay. And we have studied the formula for the area of sector. The formula is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay. So dear students, you please try to differentiate this both the formulae. Okay. This is the length of arc. Length of arc. Okay. Which is the part of circumference. Okay, so here there will be the 2 pi r. You can see here, yes students, you can see here theta upon 360, here also theta upon 360. Okay, generally the students are making the confusion while writing the formula. So it's very simple. Length of arc, which is the part of a circumference, that's why theta upon 360 into circumference, that is 2 pi r. Okay. And area of sector, when we are considering the area of sector, so area of sector which is the part of area of circle, that's why theta upon 360 into area of circle, that is pi r square. Okay, so in this way length of arc, that is circumference, and area of sector, that is part of area of circle. So in this way try to differentiate this both the formulae. Okay, so dear students, I hope this formulae are clear to you, how to find out the length of arc and area of the sector. Okay, so here theta upon 360, theta upon 360, 2 pi r, and here pi r square. I hope this formulae are clear to you. Now let's see some examples how to find out the length of arc or area of sector by using this formula. Before going to solve the examples, let's see the relation between the length of an arc and area of sector. Okay, so dear students, we have studied the formula for area of sector. Area of sector formula is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay, and length of arc. Length of arc is equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Okay. Now dear students, here this length of arc which is denoted by L. So let's write down here L is equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Now what we will do here? Here this theta upon 360 will keep here only, and let's transfer this 2 pi r from RHS to LHS. So we will get here L upon 2 pi r, and these are multiplied, it will divide, is equal to theta upon 360. Okay, so let's give it this as a first and this is as a second. So this value of theta upon 360 will put in this first. Okay, so here let's write down area of sector. Area of sector theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay. Now here, instead of this theta upon 360, let's put the L upon 2 pi r. L upon 2 pi r into pi r square. Okay. Now here this pi will get cancelled and this one of the r. Okay. So what is remain now? L and here 1 r. L into r upon 2. Same thing we can write in this way also. 1 upon 2 into L into r. Okay. So dear students, in this way we got the relation between the area of sector and the length of r. What is that? Area of sector is equal to 1 upon 2 into L into r. Okay. So by using this length of r and radius, we can find out the area of sector. Or sometime will be given with the area of sector and radius, we may ask to find out the length of r. So dear students, by using this formula, we can find out from this three, among these three, area of sector, length of r and radius of a circle. From these three, if two are given, easily we can find out the remaining third one by using this formula. Okay. So I hope this relation is clear to you. The relation between the area of sector and length of arc. What is that? Area of sector is equal to half into length of arc into radius. Okay. Now let's see one example. The first question is, radius of a circle is 10 centimeter. Measure of an arc of the circle is 54 degree. Find the area of the sector associated with the arc. Let's see how to solve this question. So dear students, in this question we are given the radius, that is r is equal to 10 centimeter. Then measure of an arc is given 54 degree. And value of pi is given 3.124. And we asked to find out the area of sector. Okay. So dear student, here we know that to find out the area of sector we need the theta. And what is the theta? Theta is nothing but the measure of central angle. Now in this question, instead of giving the measure of central angle, we are given the measure of arc. Okay. But we know that measure of central angle is equal to measure of its intersected arc. Right. So here this relation we are knowing that we have studied in the second chapter, that is circle. Okay. And central angle we are denoting it by theta. So here and measure of intersected arc is given 54 degrees. So in this way theta is equal to 54 degrees. Okay. Now let's find out the area of sector. So we have the formula, area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. So let's put the value theta, that is 54 upon 360 into value of pi is given 3.14, radius is given 10 into 10. Okay. Now let's solve this. This 1 0 will get cancelled. Then here we can say 9 6 9 4 again 2 2 2 3 okay. Then 2 1 remain 1 0.2 5 then remains 1, then 2 7 okay. So in this way we'll get 3 into 1.57 into this 10, and by taking the product of this number we'll get the product, that is 47.10 square centimeter. Okay. So in this way area of the sector associated with the given arc is 47.10 square centimeter. Okay. So in this way, by using the formula, we can find out the area of sector. Okay. Now let's see how to find out the length of an arc. Let's say another example. Measure of an arc of a circle is 80 degree and its radius is 18 centimeter. Find the length of arc. Let's see how to solve this example. So in this question, we are given with the measure of an arc, that is 80 degree. Then radius r is given 18 centimeter. Value of pi is also given, that is 3.14. And we asked to find out the length of arc, that is L. Okay. So here also, instead of giving the measure of central angle, we are given with the measure of R. Okay. So let's first find out the central angle. So measure of central angle is equal to measure of its intersected arc. Central angle that we are denoting it by theta, and measure of arc is given 80 degrees. So in this way, we got here theta as a 80 degrees. Okay. Now let's find out the length of arc. So we know the formula length of arc is equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Let's put the value. Theta 180 upon 360 into 2 into pi. The value of pi is given, that is 3.14, and radius is given 18. Okay, so let's solve this. So here the 0 will get cancelled. Then 18 1s are 18, 18 2s are 36. Okay, then this 2 will also get cancelled. What remains here? 8 into 3.14. Okay, so let's multiply this. So 8 4s are 32, carry 3, it was a 3 and this 21 carry 2, then here 21 and this 1. Okay, so in this way we'll get the length of an arc as a 25.12. As it is a length, so unit will be centimeter. Okay, so let's write down the last answer. Therefore, length of given arc is 25.12 centimeters. Okay, so yes students, in this way, from the measure of central angle or measure of its intersected arc and radius are given, then by using these values we can find out the length of arc by using the formula. Okay, so dear students, in this video we learn what is mean by sector of a circle, then what is meant by length of an arc, and how to find out the area of sector and length of an arc. And same way we have learned what is the relation between the area of sector and the length of arc. Okay, I hope all these things are clear to you. Thank you.